Hello and welcome to a quick overview kind of demo video for WinBidPro version 16 by GDS Estimating. If you're new to the program, you would basically get your email and password set up for your account, and then the first time you open the program, you would actually select catalogs. And I have these catalogs selected for my account, but I can actually go back at any time and add more catalogs or even remove catalogs if I don't want to use them anymore. So all that's available under the catalogs menu. And then once you've created jobs, when you get into the program, it'll show you recent jobs that you've opened. It'll actually open the last job that you were using automatically, but then you can go create a new job here. And usually what you would do is pick a manufacturer first, give the job a name, pick a color, and then continue on. And then at that point, you're adding elevations. So when you add an elevation, the screen would look like this, where you can pick what type of elevation it is, whether it's a punched opening with transom, without, or a standard multi-panel kind of opening. So you're actually picking a framing system if it's the first time you're creating an elevation for a job. The second elevation in a job, like I've got 4 over here, it's going to basically default to the previous framing system that you're using, but you can always switch between systems or add different systems to the job. So you can have both curtain wall and storefront, or window wall on some and storefront on others. So the job can be a mix of framing system types. At this point, the job all has to be one color, but we eventually want to make it so that you can have different colors for different elevations. So that is how the whole job and elevation thing happens. Once we get into drawing the elevation, it's a matter of just telling it how many panels there are. So this is 5. I would enter that. I can enter the opening width and opening size or height. And then I can actually edit that at any time just by opening the job and typing in a new value. And it's going to readjust glass sizes, cut sizes, and everything. So you're doing that. And then you are also doing things like adding horizontals and entrances. So when you add an entrance, you basically pick a place for it, like a panel, and then you can add it from the catalog or new for the job. So from the catalog is a pre-configured entrance, which is like a list that would open up here that has a door frame, door leaf combination already pre-configured. And once you pick one, it'll just plug that into whatever opening or panel that you've selected. Otherwise, you can hit new for job, and it will actually start out by asking you what door frame you want to enter. And from that point, you pick a door frame, and then you can not pick a door leaf if all you want to do is pick a door frame. So we can do that easily just by doing those steps. And then all the other things that can happen, like all these tabs down here, affect the drawing, whether it's merges, which is something that this does, where I'm actually joined these 3 panels together up in the transom area, so it makes one piece of glass for the transom. And all these different things. So changing the height of panels, the width of panels, adding the glass, which I would do by selecting a glass part from a master list, which you can actually add to yourself and adjust pricing yourself. And then once I've added the glass to the job, I can basically pick the glass I want to add and then say whether I want to add it by row, by light, or by elevation. So same thing for deleting glass, so all that's really easy to do. For labor, you can calculate labor. There's labor configurations where they're pre-configured with different line items that are either installation, glazing, fabrication, whether it's per joint, per cut, per panel, per elevation, all those different things. So all that is totally configurable. And then once you do select your labor, or configure your labor, that is, you can select it for the actual elevation and apply it, and then it calculates all the time needed for each of those line items you did. So the drawings, are of course the the basis for everything. It determines what your cut sizes are, your glass sizes, and how much labor is required for installation and fabrication. So all that is done there. You have reports, whether they're view reports or reports that print right away by elevation or by job. You've got shop drawings that you can actually generate that are based on the different settings that are here in this screen, whether it's page size and scale of the drawings, whether details are included, and whether there's a title block, all those different things. So your details will be presented like this, and your elevations can be presented here. So all those things are available just by pretty much an easy click in this program. So we've got lots more videos that show you different parts of the program. There's some documentation you can look at and all that. So we're always here to answer questions, both via email and phone during working hours. So it's easy to find help. And thanks for watching. We hope you try the software and hope you enjoy it. Thank you.